Oh man.
I don't understand. I know saving her was the right thing, but she seemed all evil at the end.
Not evil. You killed her son, lad. Her son. The death of a child is not something a parent gets over easily.
But he was gonna kill her.
She would have died to see him live. Only a parent can understand.
So you'd let me kill you?
If it meant you would live. Yes.
Look, there was no easy choice. For anybody, brother. But I think we can all agree you did the right thing. The world's a better place with Freya in it. Just give her time, lads. She'll come around.
Back to Tyr's temple, then. One last time.
Aye. Jotunheim awaits.
Why did Baldur say we caused it?
Odin must have convinced him that following you to Jotunheim would bring his cure. Lies, I'm sure.
Why did Mistletoe break the spell?
Vanir magic is powerful, but its rules are slippery and elusive. I'm sure it makes sense if you're a witch. Oh, but it's also bloody tragic. Baldur was the greatest gift Odin granted Freya. The one thing she treasured from their marriage. She only hoped to spare him pain and spare herself loss. But such impulses can lead good parents to make terribly stupid decisions.
Mimir, you never told me what happened with the stonemason's son.
Hrimthur, son of Thamur. After completing his father's masterwork, the Great Wall of Jotunheim, he thought of nothing but making the Aesir pay for their crimes against the giants. Once he longed to fight Thor, but tragedy had brought wisdom to Hrimthur, and cunning. He observed that Asgard's walls were half-built and shoddy, for no Aesir god could be bothered with such tiresome labour. So Hrimthur adopted the guise of an ordinary man and made the Aesir an offer. He would build them majestic new walls, and if he couldn't build them within 2 turns of the season, they would owe him nothing for his labours. And if he succeeded, he asked only for an audience with the goddess Freya. Odin agreed, knowing the task was impossible, but intrigued by the stranger. Hrimthur made short work of it, of course. He had the benefit of his father's training and the aid of a magical stallion for fetching stones. Odin was not happy to find himself on the losing end of the wager, but he seemed to uphold his end of the bargain. Freya was sent to meet the mason, and to her surprise, he wanted only to whisper something in her ear. That being done, he made his way out of Asgard. And when he found Thor awaiting him at the gates of Midgard, he knew he had been double-crossed. But he didn't care, because his plan was complete.
It was? What did he say to Freya?
Only she could say for certain, but I've had many moons to work it out. Hrimthur knew that Freya loathed the Aesir, despite her marriage to Odin, and I believe he gave her the secret to Asgard's defences. Some weakness he may have built in, structural or magical, which I expect will be exploited come Ragnarok when Surtur arrives to burn Asgard to ash, if not sooner.
Man, I hope we get to see Surtur in the next game. To Jotunheim we go. To Jotunheim we go. We finally going.
Well, if things worked according to plan, go ahead and lock in Jotunheim and we'll be on our way. Probably.
So Asgard and Svartalheim are two of the ones we can't. It's Alfheim. So, yeah, Svartalheim and Asgard are the only realms we can't visit in this game.
Boy, ahead. Get ready.
Oh, right. Got him. Let's hope this doesn't cause you to explode or anything.
Oh, hadn't considered that. Maybe we should talk about this a bit more.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
Oh, that's unpleasant!
Now, boy! We must be close.
Well, what are we waiting for? Think it's far?
We will see.
A word, please, before we continue. Listen, the last thing you two need up there's a decomposing he'd ruin in the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to
My
fight...
Lady Sif's soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Fine, damn it. Fine!
Watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No, no, I can't. Oh.
Okay.
Ready. Come.
Finally gonna spread Mom's ashes.
Boy, do I have plans for you.
You hurry back, please?
Don't flatter yourself, goat boy.
Poor guy.
Look! We're on the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead. Right over there. We did it.
Yes, we did.
We did.
What are you doing?
I have nothing more to hide.
Can we go now? We're so close.
Boy. Carry her.
Oh. We're at Niflheim? Or no?
Boy.
The land
It's
of the
nothing.
giants?
I just thought I'd hear voices by now. Hello? Anybody here?
This is definitely interesting. It's a land of giants, but it's an entrance hole for regular-ish people. Doorways are guarded by giantish people.
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
Does it look like a coffin to you? Does to me.
Odin and Thor, ruining everything for everybody.
do want to see what this is. So, in a way, I guess it doesn't really say the giants, but it says the overall dream for Midgard was to be a place for all creatures of
Where
all
are they
realms.
now?
The giants came back home so they could survive. But I'm not sure they did.
Like a meeting ground of
Who's
all
the guardian?
races. You gonna give me some more lore? I don't think he got here soon enough.
I should feel them, but I don't. This place is dead. What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered, and two more take its place.
Wait! Father! Something's happening!
Whoa! So, his giant side. Release that.
It's your axe. It's Muller. Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants? That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how? And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
You didn't know. She was a giant. I'm a giant. Why didn't she tell us?
She sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Yes.
She hasn't been wrong yet.
Yes, we are.
And in case you're wondering, everybody predicts that that's the death of Chaos, probably in the next game or so. We shall see. Hopefully Chaos, Kratos doesn't die.
Look, it's Mother's. She
That
was
would be...
here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home. Let's finish it.
Well, let me do something. There we go. But anyway, that would be kind of a downer if he dies in the next game. I don't think anybody really wants that. It'd be like killing the Doom guy. That's a face. That's a body. That's a dead giant. Those are dead giants. There's multiple. Holy crap. That's not good. And the big hand sticking out in the distance. So what, they're all dead?
Father?
No. We do it together. Son.
About time, dude.
Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant, which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall. The giants called me... Loki?
Dun dun dun.
Loki. That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
A question for another day. Let us go home.
Guess it all makes sense now. Why she want to end up here? Be with her kind? But did she know it was going to be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see? Did she want us to tell the people? Or keep it a secret?
I do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh.
We should tell everybody. Odin's a dick.
So, why'd you want to name me Atreus? I know it can't be for a god.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
A great warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story. Mimir missed it.
Mimir would probably be just as shocked. Yeah, that's really the first time he's actually opened up to Atreus, so it is pretty cool. I like the whole kind of credits while you're ending the game kind of thing. I wonder what this game, how much better this game looks like on the PS5. Not knocking the PS4 or its capabilities, but it was severely limited for what it could do and what it had access to, I guess. Now things are a lot different. Alright. It'd be a pretty damn good screenshot if the art and visual effects stuff wasn't there. Not saying anything bad about the people, but it'd be a lot nicer if that stuff wasn't on the screen. Oh, yeah, one more thing. Remember, there's a time dilation effect when you go in between realms. If you can get back to the next realm. Oh, I'm supposed to keep walking. I didn't know that. Where the holy fuck am I?
I understand if you want to go home, but I bet there are still some corrupted Valkyries out there that could be set free. Some other help people need.
Yeah, that'll
Maybe
be
helping people
for
is part of
like
why Mom sent us out here too.
bonus videos
I mean,
or something.
What would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
That's funny. Goodbye, freaky place. Thanks for the cool images, though. Mimir's just left on the ground.
Lads, am I glad to see you. I believe I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
What happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
I wonder if they plan to build him a body or something. Where are we gonna go next? Let's see. We gotta go to Midgard.
Before we return to Midgard, I should warn you. More time has passed than you likely realise. And the snowfall that began when you slew Baldur, it's become something else. The stuff of omens.
Omens for the coming of winter.
Not just any winter, but a great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok from snow.
Aye, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
Fimbulwinter.
I'm telling you, it's Fimbulwinter. I
Oh,
can feel
yeah.
it in my scrote.
Told you.
This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just
We're
snow, you
missing
know it.
something.
It's the end time.
We're missing a lot of
Dare
things.
you make me the voice of reason?
Guys,
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrote.
yeah, we heard.
So if you're heading home, try to keep moving. And also, to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
Nothing else to say? Okay. That sucks. It's only, you know, at the end of the game and you just left the head sitting there. See, this is what that bridge should
We're
look like.
finally home. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Bit drafty, maybe. But it's a right improvement over having tree bark in your Tadger.
You say so, buddy. You don't have a Tadger anymore, though. Whatever a Tadger is. Alright. This is technically the official ending, I guess? Slash Easter egg thing? I'm not sure. Anyway, check it out. It's cool.
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
Okay, this'll do.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you. What was that?
The ball!